on your internet, I think.
Don't know yet. We'll find out.
Names are not.
Yeah. Alright, so let's have a look just to make sure that they don't start without us. I said they can go when they want to, so they're making a move. So I'm back with you guys if you move up a little bit to the right, please. Thank you. So I am here with the illustrious Malcolm Hudson of Australia, Melbourne. And we are here, we've got a great match ahead of us. We have Michy Kageyama, otherwise known as Michy, against John K. Royset. So Japan versus Norway. A quick look at the teams. Some of these are not entirely up to date, but we've got most of the teams in here. Just up, actually. So yeah, on the left here you see Michy, and on the right you have John. They're getting ready to go. So let's just go over right now to the main board, where you can see they have a nice brand new clock, and we're gonna get a full screen view so we can commentate properly.
Here we go.
As you can see, we have a glass of water in front of Malcolm Hudson. John in black at the bottom, Michy in white at the top. I'm going to just adjust the camera. Please keep talking. Oh, hang on, there's something that I don't like here, but I will sort that out. Hang on. There we go. It's a little bit cleaner. The camera's a little bit at an angle, so I'm going to rotate it. Please entertain the crowd in my absence.
John is largely unknown to the commentary team, but having been made the team, we expect that he's playing well and is competent. And unknown would be interesting. Michy, of course, well known to all backgammon players, methodical, very strategic in his approach to backgammon. His books are highly recommended to virtually anyone. His 3 books on early game, middle game and back checker game. Do yourself a favour and get those if you can. They're good to travel with.
That's looking a bit better.
And
my mother says she needs to have an abonnement.
Sorry?
My mother says she can only watch the match if she has a membership.
Oh,
abonnement.
No, not at all. No. It shouldn't be the case.
She says she needs to have
only to chat. But it's not live. The video is not quite uploaded yet.
Okay.
It's still being uploaded. It'll be another hour or so.
So she just go in there and she should.
Yeah, we'll post the link. You'll see it. It's fun. All right. So, the camera is still a little bit wonky, but God, both of them are wonky. This is terrible. This is the problem of being.
There we are. I think you squared us up there.
Yeah, and I think this is fine. Yeah. The small camera will just have to do, because what is most important is, of course, what's happening over the board. So your computer has not frozen, they're just shaking hands for a long time.
Shaking hands for the Photoshop.
Indeed, indeed. So here we are, they finally let go. I think Michy won that handshake. So, here we are. Let me just double check that sound is on. Yes, we are being heard. This is fantastic. So, do you know, well, Michy is well known everywhere. Do you know John Royset?
I don't know John, and I haven't had time to look at his CV or so we'll let the dice and the checkers do the talking.
Oh, for sure. So, all right, we have a 5-1 splitting down. Classic. This is a running play. Nothing we haven't seen before. 6-2. Now we have a decision. I think you just run, but your opponent has just done a running play as well, so you do want to hesitate a little bit.
So Michy will know what he's playing here. It's not the first time he's ever had this opening sequence, but you'll notice he takes his time.
What do you think of Michy's little Michael Jackson glove?
I'm not sure why he's got those on this tournament.
I'm not sure either, but yeah, it's fine. 3-1 is starting a decision. Do you hit or do you make the 5? Hitting is nice because it unstacks that heavy 13 point. But the 1, I think we just keep going.
I'd keep going here. He doesn't need to come up for the 4s and 6s there. So not often you give up a 3-1, but
yeah.
pretty straightforward there, I feel.
Oh yeah, 2-3. You're anchoring. I think this is. I don't see much. You can play for a bit more contact, but neither of you have a board, so an anchor is a solid asset that's going to last a while.
So Michy's plan here, as you say, he's got the asset, he's got an anchor, he can concentrate on other aspects of the game.
Oh, for sure. And John has made a couple of towers because he's got one back. He doesn't want to get another one back. Double 3 is nice. Unstacks with heavy points. 2-6, you run. So
You won,
John's game plan is pretty clear, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
3-1, yeah.
Michy knows that he hit immediately, but he still has a look around the board.
Yeah,
So
and
we
this
can all
is
learn
like-
from that. Yeah, so.
Yeah, you have 12 seconds. It costs you nothing to use them. You must check with bounce around this surface. That's good too.
Now, Michy, of course, will count the position here, but he'll look at his threats, he'll look at his superior board, and he might want to test John out here and say, well, look,
I think.
what are you going to do if you're cube, James, in this position?
Let's scoop that up.
Can you give it up?
No, I'll take it. I'll take that here. Yeah, it's it's a little kind of a little poke the bear approach. You see if he's alive. And 3-1, you're just making 9 points. I think the builder might be a little bit better on the 5, but oh, this is interesting. Gives him some nice 6s.
This leaves him the 5-2 here, nothing else. That's a good spot by Michy if he goes down that road.
Yeah.
We can expect that John will improve his position on the next roll somehow.
Yeah, you certainly hope so. You certainly hope so. Although he does have some rolls that do not very much at all. 6-5, 1-2. They're relatively difficult to play. But this 1-3 is it does merit a little bit of thought. Which one do you prefer? Do you like the 9 or do you like slotting the 10?
The beauty of I think here, making the 9 is gives us a couple of good 5s that don't play well anywhere else.
Yeah.
Coming down and lifting, I'm not sure that doesn't help him with 5s. He doesn't get out with 5s particularly well. So I think you said that initially, so I would be, not about me of course, but I think, yeah, that's
Okay, the hitting play. That's interesting. He sent the cube, so why not? You want to go for a bit of an attack, stopping building. 1-2. You hit, but then the only one is really 10 to 9.
Yeah, well, he cannot
Gives
not
some
hit
beautiful,
here, so
gives some beautiful 6s.
if he gets hit, he's got a chance of anchoring up, which might save the day later on.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe some bad entering numbers, like 4-2 or something. It's not great.
so I missed the cube there when the cube went in.
Yeah, no, the cube went in. It was a tentative little cube.
Was that cube when I thought maybe he wants to poke the bear here?
Yeah.
And test him out early? There you go.
And the bear was poked. The bear responded by taking the cube. See the 4-2. So this is one of those nothing rolls. Oh no, you hit. For sure you hit. Oh no, sorry, he's on the bar. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
This makes sense.
This keeps him structured. He's got his fingers crossed that John doesn't roll superbly here. He will still go after him.
Yeah, well, what are John's kind of chokers here? Like double ace, I think, is got to be the best. And even if he gets that, it's less good because he'll be forced to shift along to the 4 point. 2-4 is a nice one. Yeah, he's having a look, but making the 4 ball on that is...
Making a point, putting on the roof, unstacking the 2 candlesticks that he's got. Once again, he gets re-hits, not a disaster because he can anchor up, which may be a benefit later.
Yeah, and he's got a better board, so he does have a bit of counterplay if they start hitting. 2-1. I think you're probably anchoring and hitting on the 5.
She's not unhappy with that, and John happy with anchoring up.
And he's delighted with that double 5. Let's say the first one's easy, and then you have a thing. Well, the 22 point is not going anywhere. Well, then you just go down to the 11 maybe? You leave in a few returns, but not that many.
Yeah.
4, 5, 4, 6.
4, 5, 4, 6.
2, 6 is one of the worst. I don't like playing behind, but you don't really want a fourth one back either. This is a
Playing behind's just the hit on the 4 might distract him from doing something elsewhere.
It's 2-1. Yeah, you can just make 2 points. I think you break the 11 to make it the 9 and the 10. Sure.
So some of these difficult positions, James, if you say to me, what would you do? My response will be whatever Michy does.
Yeah, it's rarely a bad option. So this 5-6. I think I probably prefer hitting rather than stacking up another one on the 8 point.
I was able to sit in on the Japanese team training day the other day.
Oh, it must have been intense.
Yeah, they're very diligent about this, and Michy was rocking in at about 2.5 PR.
Well, he rocks in with a double 4 fan here, which gives John a little bit of breathing space. This is interesting. You do want to step up to 21, but covering I think is just stronger. You got a bit of time to roll those 2s and 5s.
Because, and if you look the other way, it'll be Blot City there.
Yeah, for sure.
He's anchored up. He's got a bit of play happening.
2-6. What probably his worst roll. What do you break the 9?
Break the 9. I would slot the 4 here because you're going to need it eventually.
Yeah. But being hit is now.
But of course, no, I'm supposed to say I do whatever Michy would do there, but I don't like this position.
Michy is certainly having a thing. Come
on, Michy.
This is a more elegant play for sure.
Come on, Michy.
But also the more dangerous.
Yeah, so
this one only leaves 5-2 and 5-2. Alright, double 5. I think you'll take that. That's such a beautiful roll. You're always so happy when that comes out.
Well, if you said you can have that roll any other, what would you take?
5-2.
Yeah.
But this solves a lot more problems than 5-2 does. Do you think what else? What other options? Like bring one down to the 3?
Well, I hope you don't think you're making the 2 point here. So
the blitzing play I don't love. You got the cube. You want to go gradually.
The cube here. He's got a lot of play. He's holding from the bar point, so he's.
Yeah, you want to increase your advantage until you're strong enough to send a recube. I think. You don't want to blow past your market. Though I think a cube here has a lot of merit. I'm seeing it's got one back and it doesn't see daylight except on 3s. You've got the advanced anchor, your opponent's completely stripped on the outfield, it's started to break his board.
But I don't know if our black checkers here have got too many market losers and should roll something like double 6.
I think the market is gone now. Huh?
Yes, but normally you'd say, look, the double 6 is probably going to hurt here, and of course it's popped up.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I'm warming up. I've had a lunch break. I need to gradually shift into gear.
For those that aren't here, how was lunch?
Lunch was nice. It was a bit of a quick affair. Just
in the dining room?
Yeah. Having something quick to eat while getting everything ready between here and the women's side. But yeah, food is good in this hotel. Recommend it. Okay. 4-2 fan. I would probably cube here. It's going to be quite hard to bring the rest of those home if he comes in.
Well, it's going to be unless he rolls Joker doubles. He's going to have a recurring indirects.
Oh, and we have a superstar Dan Rovira who's going to join us. What a treat!
Triple threat.
Triple threat. Please budge up a little bit so we can get Dan's face on the screen. Malcolm, bring it a little bit to the left.
Dan's on the payroll here. He's got product positioning happening for Coca-Cola.
Hi, folks.
Hello. So, all right, we've had a double and a pass. I'm going to quickly see if I can adjust the player camera because it's annoying me. But please keep talking, keep entertaining everybody.
For those not familiar with Dan, I recommend you can visit his YouTube channels and look at Backgammon is Beautiful, where last time I had a look at, I think there were 74 lessons there, and perhaps 73 of those are of value to nearly everybody.
Yes.
So the one about Dan's life story, we could probably do that.
No one needs to know
no
that.
one needs that. The backgammon is beautiful. Have a look at it and pick and choose from the lessons. They're not particularly long, 10 or 15 minutes down, I think.
Even shorter than that.
They're on
Malcolm
point.
at times.
You can tell from the heading what it's all about. So.
Interesting there. John
Okay.
makes a kind of a 2 points, aggressive. Yeah. Okay. So Michy is already down. Continues blocking those checkers in.
So we don't know a lot about John Royset. Do you know anything about
Not
John?
particularly. I did see him play, I think, on Mitch's channel. Obviously, very, very strong player. Well, Michy, never heard of Michy before?
He's one of these newcomers in the Japanese
One
team,
of those
isn't he?
young bucks, yeah.
Yes,
Okay, 3-2. I think you've got to split off
Yeah,
the
so-
anchor
yeah.
because there's no ammunition. Yeah.
So he might be a little bit conscious of, he wants to run out with the sixes from the back, and it's really only 6-1 if he goes to the 11 point. So he might play 6-4 here.
Well, coming off the anchor, you duplicate 6-3, which allows him to run to the mid and or hit. I mean,
So what would you be doing here, Dan? It's not about us, it's about them, but
yeah, I like that. It's a balanced play. You do something constructive on both sides of a board. I mean,
and that's your key to ask me the same question.
he'll probably roll a double 2 now or something.
So my answer to the question, if you were to ask it, I'll do whatever Michy does in this position.
Yeah,
So-
that's
and I think I'll
usually-
be right more often than not.
I think that's good advice. Yeah. So all right. So
But
what
I
have I
don't-
missed? What have I missed?
So I don't know if the block there in the 11 point is an asset or not in this position. Other than 6-1, what's it going to do for him? Because he wants to run with 6-5, 6-2, or make the bar point with the 6-3, and it gives him a 6-4 around there. But I don't know. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I like this. This is a play I'd make. Obviously, white's got a priming structure. You want to make a 5 point. Fill that in if you can. Gives you a good 1 as well to play off a 6.
Thank you, Michy-san.
Okay, I think that's a little bit safe.
Yeah, well, Rich and I think the same. in that position.
Yeah.
So remember, I do whatever Michy does. And,
Yeah. And just have a look at this 4-2, which is very ugly.
4-2 is horrible.
Like,
I think
you can't run, I don't think.
running you just activate those builders on the 6 and 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think you have to play down
You
and
did prove him right by putting it there.
and the
So-
cubes in the middle of the two blocks are not as serious as it looks.
so
especially
6-4. So now John really needs to perform. Yeah, he's getting in trouble.
He does not perform, he singularly fails.
And that will be a double.
For sure. And it's probably a take, but you don't love it.
You don't love the take. These butterfly anchor games.
Yeah, but butterfly goes possibly with another 2 on the bar.
Yeah, right. And they're very gammonish, right? You know, but just for the race, you get gammoned on the race.
Yeah. The thing is, if he doesn't hit, then and John's actually fine.
Nightmare scenario is cube, take, hit, gammon. So it's all
Yeah.
with 4 men back. So.
Yeah.
Also, even being 2 up in the 11 points match that has a swing. I mean, Dirk writes about that in his theory of backgammon. Look at that cube.
Yeah, that's actually quite a nice cube. I haven't
Quite
seen this one
nice.
before.
Malcolm, you got a cube like that? I don't know how they make cubes like that. I get the standard ones.
I think you got to take.
I think you've got to take.
You got a better board. You got an anchor. There are threats.
Got a mid-board anchor, so he's holding there. So
6-1, you're just going to run out.
This one is good, but it's not what he was hoping for.
You don't love the structure of the kind of double mid.
No.
No one likes that.
All right, he's coming, and the 4. I'd probably bring it down.
he's a bit squeezy then on the midpoint. I mean,
You could bring it up,
I
or you
think
could
this-
bring it to the 5.
he's
I don't hate bringing it up because it's stripped on
Yeah.
7 and 8. So
And you
guessing
can't
with-
use that builder on the 4.
and then it might give him a little bonus around the corner. But I think the fact that it strips the midpoint, that this game he took with the strength of the 22-point anchor, and he's still got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This block's relatively safe here.
I like that play.
5-3. I think he's going to have to hit here.
See,
He really wants that 5 point.
It's a good play, you see, because you've got a stronger home board. You can take risks by stepping up because white's afraid to hit loose. So there we are. 4-1.
4-1. I haven't put your slot before.
I think you slot the 4.
But you're coming into a double shot, and those are the checkers he wants to clear anyway. Yeah, coming down to 5, sure. This is fine. Maybe not.
I mean, slot the point you want to make.
Yeah,
now or eventually.
I think he's like thinking that like it's going to be shots soon.
6-1 was good. Clears that pesky point in the outfield. So now white just is it's a kind of a holding game. With,
is it worth upgrading your anchor here? Or would it just reduce your contact?
I think so. I would stay back there. I mean, they're not really going to convert this to a race easily.
I think you want to see how the numbers play, how 3s and 5s play.
Take your time here and look at the 5s. They're ugly for a while.
Usually right to stay back when there's a race deficit, but there can't be a huge amount in it. 6-4 just does that. That's
he loves putting a spare on the 4.
Beautiful, yeah.
3-5.
And black is kind of under pressure now. It's suddenly got a very blitzy.
So, are you unhappy with black in this position? After taking, you were behind. Have you improved since the cube?
Gammons are still pretty low though. I know double 1 is superb. Fills in a 5 point.
Yeah, all he wanted.
That's probably white's best.
He would have taken a double 3 as well. So let's be honest. Double 4. It goes a little bit quickly. He might run out of timing.
And this is awkward now because black doesn't want to be squeezed off that anchor and then just get pounded, really. Thinking about a switched 5-1. I think you have to keep the board, right?
I think I'd rather bring 2 down.
Yeah.
I don't think you can afford to leave the ace shot.
I think that's lesson number 37 on your website. what to do here, and I think it's all about preserve your board. Preserve your board here.
Board is beautiful.
Well,
you don't damage your board,
You're not dead in the race. You're crippled here, but.
So John's really thinking about timing here.
And even like if you're forced off your anchor, you put a 5-point board against a 3.5-point board. He's not going to love hitting loose because it does come with some significant threat.
Sure, I think that was the right play. You didn't have the timing to hold the mid, and hoping for some awkward 6s.
And if it comes down, he makes the 1 point. I mean, none of us have ever been hit with a 6-4 in this position.
No, they don't
Doesn't
exist.
happen.
Famously, they don't exist. But I think that's okay.
Okay, so give in a
6-1.
6-1. Well, much better give them a 6-4.
Keeping the ball. 4-2. All right.
Okay.
Much better give.
Slots for bar and.
Plus the bar shifts up maybe, or does he go for something a bit more of a pure racing play? I don't know. Well, pure racing play would be putting 1 on the 5.
I like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a smooth play. It looks good. Double 5. This goes pretty fast.
Awkward.
It goes fast, but not very
double
far.
5 is quite awkward though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's making the 2, and then he's
This is the payoff to maintaining the 22-point anchor earlier, which was...
It's kind of forced really, isn't it? I think you play more for 2 points. What else are you going to do?
Well, you don't want to break the 6 point.
As I said, he took this cube on the basis of having that 22-point anchor, and it's paying early dividend already. So.
So we got 4-3-6-1. 4-3.
Wow.
And he is in the money.
And
this is the second turnaround miracle shot he's had.
Well, here you could play on. You could actually make the bar and get white to start exposing more checkers.
On the other hand,
okay, this is I'm gonna say this is a swing.
Yeah, so that's
you
going.
Make your ace and you hit, I think, or do you make your ace and you just make this up?
Pick and pass.
Pick and pass.
Get him off that 3-point.
You don't enjoy the pick and stay play?
I think you need to get a bit of tempo here to get out from the back to you. And I think getting hit again is just too risky. I mean,
not a bad toss given the circumstances.
This is pretty good. Now this next roll is going to pretty much decide this game, I think. Yeah.
Very tentative push of the clock there, but
1-6. Remains on the bar.
Okay, so now
6-5.
Monster roll.
Yeah.
And would have liked to have stayed back, picked up the second checker, but
he's probably not slotting the 3.
Yeah, that's not
a little bit big. All right. If he manages to anchor, he might have some play. 6-2 is nice. Just brings 2 in, I think. Oh no! Sorry, I didn't. I forgot I had one on his 13 point. Yeah, you can just bring 2 down. Like, what do you? You got 2 on the bar. There are no shots here. You maintain maximum
I like
flexibility.
it, yeah, you don't leave any nasty doubles.
Double 6.
Double
So
6,
double 6
fives
would be
are
a
out,
shot.
double 4s are out. In front of the double 6.
Don't be afraid of a double 6.
No, dude.
Oh,
But he's got-
double 5 is, I believe, a shot.
He's got
5-1, so
5-1, picks and passes.
Picks and pass, we all love a pick and pass. P&P, as we call it in the trade.
Always pick before you pass.
Absolutely.
This is, speaking from an old hand.
Okay, so
a little bit squeezy here, but
Michy's liking this, looking like it's going to be a G if nothing happens.
Yeah. So 6-3 is the nightmare here. Well, not nightmare, it's the bad roll. 6-2.
6-2
Is
plays.
close, but no cigar.
Still leaves some awkward 5-2, 4-2s.
Big double. Any double above 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Alright.
So this,
John is happy to come in with 1.
very happy.
2-3 is it plays.
I think it's a very
plays
nice
fine,
roll.
yeah.
now you get off the big doubles by
Yeah.
doing that. Safety first.
Now you're 6-2, 5-2, 6-2, 5-2, 4.
Well, John's now
No,
just
the
got
four, all the 4s are
Just,
fine.
if he gets a shot, it's a bonus. He just needs to play to get off the gammon from here.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard gammon save.
6-1. Alright, so there are combinations 4-5-6, I believe it, but getting the shot then is not easy.
Just runs around. Or bangs it in. Yeah.
You probably want to keep the anchor for this roll just to avoid those little aces.
Yeah, those little.
Pick and pass.
Yeah, 4-1. So here again we've got all the ones pretty much. Yeah. That's
6-2.
Just goes to a 5 maybe, or
Probably. So you can make 2 crossovers, so you're not that worried about being hit here. Like double ace is very good anyway.
So, well, I might be with you on that, Jay. So.
I don't think you run. I mean, yeah, okay, you're only giving a double 1, are you? But there's no point really.
Alright.
I think I like this.
3-5 and alright. So now it's off to the races for John. 5-4. Alright, you got a couple of clean crossovers. We like it.
Very nice. So still, yeah.
You've got some work to do. 5-4. Michy is kind of cruising. Quite.
Off in 4 rolls. Yeah. Okay, that helps.
Yeah, we're still looking at, I don't know, it's probably like 20-30% gammon too. But what do you do? I think you
Goes
make
to a 6.
So he's having.
Yeah, you just go to the 6, maybe clean crossover.
He's thinking, what if he rolls 2 doubles and I roll a 2-1? He could probably put that thought out of his
Pessimist, Malcolm.
That's my job.
I thought the sun always shines where you're from. I like. It's pretty good the Japanese outfit, isn't it?
The pink,
the team outfit's pretty good, strong look.
That's good. I like the UK one as well. It's nice.
The UK one is good. I think the captain of the UK team, Chris Rogers, got a special. Saved a few dollars because it's got the wrong city.
Yeah,
on the
true.
front
It's
of
got
it.
Lutraki.
We're not in Lutraki.
No, we are in Kamena
I
Vourla.
must have taken the wrong bus.
So we'll put that down. Chris will probably hear that later and rip into me, but I think he saved a shekel or 2 on the t-shirts.
Yeah. All right. So he saves the gammon. It's 2-2. 9 away, 9 away.
9-point match. What's the cube strategy? 9 away, 9 away.
9 away. You send the cube when it's cube full. When you think it's a good cube, you send the cube. When you think it's a take, you take the cube.
Excellent. Good.
This is how we play the game.
It's just for money, really. For money.
No adjustments.
No adjustment.
You start to adjust when you get to recubes, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially like 8 cubes. The 8 cubes, 16 cubes.
Well, we don't really want to see an 8 cube.
I love to see a big cube when I'm not facing it overboard myself. That's
the 8 cubes are exciting.
Yeah.
So I saw an 8 cube in the Evan Bonyo Hideaki Ueda match yesterday, which was great.
That double 2.
It's just horrible.
Down and split, classic, 2-1.
2-1. You return the favour.
Do that.
Yes.
That's got
Some duplication of 6-3.
5-1 is a bit of a dog.
Who's rolled that there?
That would be John K. Royset.
What about the other tempo? The 6-1, is that?
I don't love it. Most of the time it's just not correct to hit that. I think this seems fine.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, he'll duke it out a little bit on the bar point there and
Usually
not have
when-
another blot at risk. So.
Yeah, a little bit of trivia for you guys. The K in the middle initial in Norwegian names is actually the spouse's surname.
Powerful. That's good trivia.
I think Dan knew that.
Jamespedia
Yeah,
on call.
good.
We should have
Completely
some,
free open source.
we should have some phone-ins.
Can you imagine?
Because it's being recorded, we don't have a chat line. So.
Oh no, we'd have to get people here to phone in.
Maybe we'll just give him your private number, Malcolm, and
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
24-hour service.
Think
Any
of it.
backgammon question answered.
After I've given your backgammon is beautiful. Look,
I mean, you have
fantastic
already-
play. You're ripping into me. So,
A lot of people can subscribe to your telephone.
you know that I'm.
Can't people subscribe to your personal phone number?
Don't you realise how shy and thin-skinned and conservative and reserved I am? I can't take all this pile on.
Okay, this is interesting. You make the 7 or you point on head?
Yeah, this is long term.
7.
I like making the
Give-
7.
The 7, but you've already made the 3 point.
You can give, because black's stacked in the front position, I would make the bar and give them awkward sixes.
I don't know,
to
but
start.
these tempo, like this tempo, you take it one off, you're not going to be able to use those candlesticks.
Well, I'm with whatever Michy does in this one. Close call for me.
I mean, this leads to probably more cubes, right? If black enters poorly here.
Or doesn't enter or enters poorly.
Yeah,
So
I
it's,
mean, even if it enters
yeah.
with like a 4-1 or something, then you're going to be cubing. Well,
1-5.
possibly.
5-5-1 is probably the
1-2.
worst.
Another stacking opportunity.
It's tricky because there's two different game plans. You can prime or you can blitz, and it's often those decisions.
The
that
benefit
can
of
fail.
pointing on head here is the really gums up John's home board with those 10 checkers on 2 points.
Yeah.
He's not going to get a chance to, unless you roll the double, or do anything constructive with those.
This seems natural to me. This one,
So
it's a priming
so
play. It's going to be so
3-4,
hard to make
3-2,
that 5 and 4 point.
5-6 is probably the worst entry. Now you have to
Oh.
hit twice.
Yeah, Mitchy's trying not to look at the cube.
Hit once, hit twice.
Yeah, double tiger play.
I like, you know.
Yeah, then what else do you do? You don't want to
Well, I
break your
think
midpoint.
before you make this play, you're saying to yourself, am I dropping irrespective of what I do? If I hit him twice, he may not cue.
Yeah, I think you leave. I mean, a lot of shots anyway from just hitting one of them, don't you? Because that gives him all 5-4, 5-1, 4-1, 3-1, 2-1. So you might as well whack them both and
Yeah, unstack that heavy 6.
heavy 6.
Yeah, slot the points you want to make.
I like it, and surely you're taking, aren't you? 2 on the roof. I mean, of course.
Yeah, because this board is not strong enough. Like, even if you get hit like with both, you've still got a lot of play.
I'm not even sure it's a cube.
Yeah.
Would you cube that as well?
0-0, I'm not sure. At a trailing score, I'd send it.
Yeah,
Here, I think it's probably borderline.
yeah,
Maybe a small cube.
Small favourite to hit. The rolls that don't hit, like double 3, double 4, double 5, just as bad as being hit.
And then it's terrible if you roll pretty much any 6.
Yeah, and if you
One
don't hit,
six is
he
fine, any other
may
six is
not
terrible.
save both blots on the next shake. So
Yeah.
it's a nice little cue.
There's some volatility there, but hard to lose your market, really.
Like double ace maybe.
Double ace.
Double ace is lovely.
Double ace, double 2.
Oh, double 2, yeah.
2-1.
Even 2-1, I don't think so, because the board is not strong. Like, you have to be 2-1 in like a fan or a semi-fan.
Semi-fan.
Is that a phrase?
That's a new one.
I think
you should
semi-fan.
coin that.
Semi-fan.
McNaughton 2025 brackets.
Semis.
Semi-fan.
That is what
Malcolm-
subscribers to my channel call
Malcolm's a
themselves.
semi-fan of my channel.
Wait. Generous.
I wrap up some of my lessons by referring the students to your website.
Okay, so he does cube. It's volatile.
Are you getting the royalties that I'm sending you?
Yeah.
Okay,
I get it
John
hand-delivered.
takes. John scoops it.
Easy take.
Yeah. And 4-1. All right, not the best, not the worst, but you know, take it.
Happy to hit one of them.
Yeah, he wants to avoid the fans and semi-fans, obviously.
So 3-2. I think you split. I mean, do you not split
just
to a
run up. You don't want to put more blots in the air, I think.
split to a 20, duplicate ones, and pop a pressure on? There's no other.
that's-
There's
No,
no other.
I wouldn't want to
let's
be
split
giving
to the
up
21.
You want to give up the
maintain
anchor
your
here?
anchor.
I'm going to split to a 20.
You want to give up the anchor? So
No, this is
no, I
fine.
wouldn't want to give up the anchor here.
No, I like the one duplication.
Okay, 1, 2,
But
and that double hits.
We call
Now
that
he's
a-
happy to have an anchor, I think.
so this could be interesting, yeah.
Okay, can John make it? 6-6, he has subscribed to OnlyFans.
Yeah,
So,
and John's thinking, why did I take this?
1, 2 is
A series of
2-1,
rolls.
interesting. Could also make a 5 point, but probably a bit of an overplay.
No, you just want to keep the momentum. Like you want to keep rolling, moving forwards. I think here.
Shuffle
And
that
this is
up.
just nice. Like, you're not that worried about filling in the 5. is
You
there?
have given black a good double 5 though by
And
doing
again a good double ace. Making the 5, making the 7.
5.
5 is classic, but 7 is a slightly better blocking number. Gives a few worse rolls. Like, double 3, double 4 are really good anyway.
I don't think the blocking's the game plan for them.
I mean,
it's a long bow.
we may
The
see-
5 point will be an asset
Yeah,
to
but
the
then-
last shake of the game here.
Yeah, but let's not sugarcoat it. This is a horribly timed 1-2 bad game.
It is.
He's gonna need to do some creative stuff if he wants to
Yeah, this
maintain
is
his timing.
timing is terrible. And here,
Just run to the mid.
I think you've got to
Just let him crunch.
yeah, no point. I mean, what about slotting?
You used to pull the wings off flies, James, when you were youth or something like that. Let him crunch, pull the wings off flies.
I know.
It's not a big
He's
leap
got
forward.
deep anger issues.
All right, moving swiftly on. Let's hit some checkers.
Yeah, hit on a 4, play to a 6,
Hit on the 4, split to the 3.
split to the
Go for the maximum back game.
yeah.
Oh come on, for the viewers.
Well, that gap there on the 5 point.
In and out. Duplicate over 4s.
We call that the Robert De Niro play in the charrette. come out wherever you are.
Yeah.
It's a line from Cape Fear.
Cape Fear, yeah.
It's a Robert De Niro
It's a
play.
good movie, that.
So,
We
and
also
that
did-
resonates with some students in that they can, it's not too technical. Just come out.
Just
Here I don't like staying back on the 24.
escape alone. You do not want to get primed in, do you? So always escape alone check out.
5-2.
And you may get missed.
That probably just makes the 4.
Just makes a 4.
And you-
Occam's razor. Just
And you
do
kind
the
of
obvious.
yeah, and you kind of pray that your opponent rolls like a double 6 or something.
Well,
Or double ace as well is pretty bad.
double 3, double 2, double 1. So it's a lot.
Double 3
Three's
is
not so
fine.
bad. I'd take a double 3 in this position.
Double 3, yeah. You still leave
5-1, you have to leave a double shot again. See
Okay.
a fine upstanding member of the French national team walking past. What do you do to? He smiles.
Double 4, that's-
enigmatically.
makes a 20.
Yeah.
So you can't stay back. You can't be
And-
seduced by the 1
And
and
then
2 here because the
all the way, I
timing's
think. Just
timing's poor.
And out we
Poor.
go.
Yeah, there's no point in coming down to the 9. You got contact with the juice point, and here you put more pressure on the midpoint.
Yeah.
Give yourself time to bring down the 13, and kind of maintain some semblance of a holding game.
There is some good outfield
Yeah.
contact there. White's still got to get that check around from the 18. It's going to be okay.
4-6
Is
pretty nice.
that is a really, and also puts a spare on the 8, which
Yeah.
we love.
6-3, probably just 2 down.
2 down, yeah.
He's almost never leaving a shot on the midpoint, so there's no point in leaving
Yes,
a blot there.
Come down, give him an awkward double 4 or so, and he's now just prepares his board for a shot
Oh, yeah.
later on.
Yeah. Forward plan in.
5-1.
Okay. Again, just there and
Alright.
Fine.
fine. Give yourself a
4s are going to be awkward for a while.
Double 5. Now it's going a little bit too fast for the Norwegian.
I think you've just got to play him in and keep
Yeah.
contact still.
Yeah, keep that pressure on the mid. The 6s are playing pretty poorly at Michy's end now. Hence.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that is a dog.
No.
That is an absolute dog.
But James missed an opportunity to call a horror roll there, didn't you see that?
No, I didn't miss it. I said it.
Do you just?
Before.
Oh.
I think you've given away the cube, so you just pay now, right? Here, you play 2 down to the mid and hope you'll miss. Blood on board.
Yeah. Well, even if you get hit, it's not the end of the world because
What's
that
that, 2s and
23
3
point is being
6s?
primed.
It's often the right strategy with the cube given away to pay now in these
Well,
scenarios.
it's really, as you say, he doesn't have a viable alternative.
Yeah. And
2s and 3-6.
We pay now or pay later in multiple installments. So, alright. 1-4 misses. He has to play inside.
so Woe will be very happy. Checkers in position to make a 5-point.
Yeah.
Got about 16 numbers there to kind of make it.
Yeah, and it's looking pretty good for Michy.
13, 14, 15.
And he balance double 6 is the rough one. 4-1 plays nicely.
Yeah. So
Okay, so
Michy's happy.
yes.
6-3. Alright, now you can free up those checkers. At least he's unlikely to crunch too hard with those guys in the outfield.
It's still a bit of a nuisance having the 5 points open like that.
6-1. 6 is fourth.
And then just that, of course.
Probably not going to go for the fancy slotting play not at this point.
4-3.
Come to the 6, come down, come up to the 13 probably.
Yeah. Makes that's
or
also
do that.
fine.
Let's work because some 5s, 5-1 and 5-2 will stay safe.
6-3. We're starting to get a little bit squeaky here.
It's getting a bit awkward, yeah.
4-5. This is going faster than he wants. We go to the 2 and the 8.
All these pop-ups on the screen here, James, in Greek.
Those are adverts, Malcolm. They are the proud sponsors of this tournament.
Yes,
And they're not pop-ups. They're rolling gracefully along.
Can anybody read Greek?
Rolling Greece.
Can you read that?
No.
It says Swiss made
It's
since
Swiss made
1883.
since 86. It's fairly easy to read.
It's very similar to English, isn't it? Greek.
Oh, double 4.
Just the font is different.
Squeezy.
This is the shot lever. This is the shot lever. Which one do you want?
Good technique by them, Michy, for watchers. Play the force rolls
And then
then
have a
work
think.
it out.
You just leave minimum shots, right?
Yeah, so he's leaving all the 5s and 3-2.
minimum.
So this is the turnaround. And he gets both 5s.
Double 5 and
And now he's too good.
Right turn.
And now he's too good. Unless Michy can get
Didn't
like
this
a 1.
happen last game as well?
Yeah, something like that. There's a shot.
It's a bit of a recurring theme for this match. 1-6.
6.
One
Well,
six.
And now I think you cube.
no longer
I think you
good.
recube here. You've
Yeah.
got, what is it? Is that 6s and 1s? Is that 26?
17
That's
and
26 shots.
You're a strong favourite. Although you probably take, because every time you're not hit, you're so ahead in the race.
Yeah,
And you're not losing any games.
I'm recubing this all day, every day.
Yeah.
I mean, because just O'Hagan's law, you know, any hit and any dance is a massive pass.
So now that you're cubing it, are you taking?
Well, that's a big question. Yeah, I think it is a take, but
Yeah.
because you'll still miss 10 times, aren't
Yeah,
you?
if you get missed, you recube because you're so far ahead in the race.
You're right. And even if you are hit, you're not completely dead because you could then do another 1-6, couldn't you? So, yeah, I think you've got to send it.
What are the number of hits? 17 for the 6s plus all the 1s except 5 ones.
I follow Dirk Schumann's rule that if it feels like a
26.
cube, it probably is a cube. So,
Unless you're way ahead and it's a recube, and then you should check yourself.
So what's John?
is that a bit of a subtext?
We've done. We've all been there.
Check
So,
Check
Well, I think
yourself before you wreck yourself.
John's not concerned about the score. He's concerned possibly about a recube, which he shouldn't be. So he's counting numbers.
No, also you're happy to get a 5 away. Slightly elevated gammon value.
Yeah.
You've got to send the cue because you're going to regret it by then rolling something that
Well,
hits.
it's just the number of markers.
You're unhappy if you roll something like 5-4
ML.
or 4-2 or whatever. Oh, no, 4-2 hits.
What's your
5-2.
There are some bad rolls. 2-3.
2-3.
You know, there are
2-5.
some stinkers.
3-5.
Look,
Double 4 is fine. Like all the doubles work well. Actually, well, even if you roll something like double 5, you're not necessarily going to win the race.
I think the lesson here is that a volatile position, and you're going to lose your market whenever he hits.
That's it.
And when you're hitting most of the time.
You're an overwhelming favourite to hit, so
I
Ship it in
suppose.
even though it's a recue.
Overwhelming
but we
favourite, the famous last words.
should- Hands up. All those in favour? There we go.
IQ.
IQ, yeah. I
No,
guess
no.
he's only worried with a miss, but you're favouriting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right? So you're,
Well, that's all right. So,
you know.
I mean, you take this all day long.
Well, it's
This
as long as
opportunity
you-
to recue.
It's
Thinking.
a kind of cube that you don't really like receiving. Even if you know it's a take, it's not a comfortable take because, yeah, you're getting hit 75% of the time, aren't you? So.
Yeah. I think because you're getting missed like that 25% and your race lead is so good.
It's
But I
a-
suppose even if you miss, like he might roll like something below a 6 or 6.
Yeah, sure.
So we don't know, John. So what is he thinking here?
He's thinking about the
Is he,
cube.
is he thinking at all about the recube if he misses? Well, he doesn't need to worry. Just cube and win or cube and lose.
Yeah. Well, you're like, anytime you hit, you're pretty much
You
in.
can use that. Cube and win or cube and lose.
Cube and win,
On the-
cube and lose. I
Yeah,
think if I was
so
playing,
is it?
if I was playing Michy, I would certainly be sending it here. You know, getting a. Okay.
Oh, he rolls on and
No,
market,
no.
bang, and the market's gone.
So gone.
That
No, he's
I think
plays
he's.
on it. So,
and
what-
now he's playing.
so we
on.
don't know, John. So what could he be thinking there to knock you?
I think
too
that-
good? Or is he thinking?
I think he was terrified of
Yeah.
missing with the race.
I think that must be a big double. Surely it's probably about a 200.
Oh, at least. So that's huge. The swing is so hard.
Easy for us to say though.
Easy for us to say.
When you're over the board, the heart's racing.
Yeah. That little bead of sweat running down.
Well,
A little bit of swear. Hands are trembling.
Sometimes you're over the board and the
Mom
lights are on
spaghetti
and
on
nobody's
your
home.
t-shirt.
Nothing's happening.
Crying into your handkerchief.
It looks like you're thinking because you're not moving and the camera's on you, but the lights are on and nobody's home. Nothing's happening up there. You know, you're just waiting
Oh,
for
you just-
inspiration. What should I do here? It's not coming.
He just checked out for a minute. Oh, now he sends it. Now he's
Bemoaning on
I thought it was a double
why you
six.
ever decided to play backgammon in the first place, how life conspired to
Sorry.
send you down a path of, you know, dummies randomness. And
That'd be
It's,
interesting there for John as to.
I think Yahtzee is the gateway drug into it. So you start the dice and you just keep wanting more.
Yahtzee is like the kind of the taster, isn't it?
Yeah,
That
yeah. So
kind of-
snakes and ladders. Like they're introducing kids to this stuff. It's
Yeah,
sort of dangerous.
that's like the entry kind of drug, yeah.
I think Michy, of course, not happy about losing the game, but very unhappy he didn't take and lose the game.
Yeah.
Didn't you keep
Yeah,
It's enough
like
of
I think John might come to regret not queuing.
Pressure's on
It
here.
was interesting to think what may he have been thinking. So
Okay, this cannot be far away from a cube as well.
Yeah, the score, sure, you're trailing, threatening to make a 3-point board, but I think the take remains pretty straightforward.
6-2 is duplicated.
The double 4 is the money.
I mean, just
double
having
three.
the rack formation is just super solid. And when I see the rack, I just double pretty much.
Yeah.
that's my.
See the rack, send the cube.
So yeah, I mean, yeah,
The Rivera school.
the Rivera Rack School of Economics. Yeah, Cube Economics. No, but
The Cubenomics. I like that.
Cubenomics. That's a book we
Cubenomics.
should write.
Alright, you split and hit.
Two.
No splitting cover.
And 4 down.
Oh, okay.
I like that. Prime.
Oh yeah, I suppose with 10 in the zone, maybe they go stronger board. You don't love letting them just do everything you want.
Okay, so that's I think killed
This
the
is a
cube.
No, this is say give a man a cube he'll take for a day. Yeah, come on.
I'm less.
You make the 7 point. For me, that's
I'm
a
less.
relatively clear
I'm less
market
keen
move.
on a cube now with a 5 made, but you might be right. Hi, Lawrence. Doing all right? Another fine English specimen there.
another
UK.
fine English specimen wearing the wrong T-shirt.
Indeed.
It's a wonder he found his way here.
We shouldn't say England, we should say the UK, of course. The UK team, we're not discounting Wales from there.
I think didn't you exclude all of the other nations this year?
We don't talk about that on live streams. Okay, 4-1.
4-1 is.
You're going to make the 9 and split, right?
No, because it's John to play.
Because John's
Okay,
played,
well,
so
there you go.
the Dan was getting
Oh
off.
no, sorry, it's a cube decision. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, James, you were right. Or
4-3. You can make 2 points here, but I prefer the split.
I think you split against the prime structure. Yeah. You don't want to roll a double.
So there are some beautiful rolls here. That is not one of. Oh, that's fine. You probably just run.
You run, or you could split and hit. I think that's too much. Eh?
Yeah, the sploot.
The split.
I'd
Split and shoot.
I'd probably pay to re-roll if there was in the rules.
You could also,
4-2 is by no means the worst roll here.
you could also have a 2 point.
Yeah.
But that kind of flies in the face of your prime structure.
Indeed. It just goes against basic Cubanomics, really.
Yeah.
Let's read that one.
Just goes against human ethics.
After the game. This is to Bill Roll. Someone told me that the tournament gets cancelled.
Really?
But it's not wrong. We'll have both.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the Americans were telling me, it's not really going to be right. They just introduced it all the time.
Wow.
For the viewers at home, they were just showing little cat photos. So.
Yeah.
No. It was Bill Riles and Tara confirming that the tournament that's being planned in New Orleans later this year is not replacing the San Antonio tournament. There will be both tournaments.
Oh.
New Orleans in November and San Antonio in February, I think it is.
Okay, so we're still thinking about this, having a good think about this 6-1.
Well, it's good that he's having a think. It gives us a chance to have a natter.
Yeah.
And we don't
I
show.
mean, by running you do leave 10s and 2s, right? So.
But the twos are not ones you really want to hit with. You don't want to break your midpoint where you still got 2 checkers back. You really don't want to get primed in. You don't want to sit there and let him make the bar point. Malcolm is bored already.
No, I'm not bored. I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm glad it's his call, choice, not mine.
Yeah.
So, but I would run here. I'm with Dan and James.
Okay, 5-3.
5-3 is a beautiful miss, but it does anchor up and safety that checker.
I mean, you could also do a tempo hit there. That's another. A bit big, maybe.
And I said to students, 9 out of 10 times hitting on the ace is the wrong idea.
Well, just the Dan's.
I say 1 out of 10 times it's the right idea. I put more of a positive spin.
Or you're a glass 10% full kind of guy.
I mean, exactly.
I think Dan's Coca-Cola's kicking in there. The heart rate's up. And
I know. I need to check my stress levels.
He wanted the big play there.
Yeah, okay, and now this has turned into a fairly standard holding game. If he can safety that last block, which he
6-1.
He can.
Do you make the bar or in the place?
No. The bar has less value than not being hit.
Bashma.
Always worth consider a second best move.
It is.
And here, what's the race?
And calmly but firmly rejecting it. 5-1.
He's a bit of a turkey.
Yeah, take it off the 8. That's fine. You're just playing a holding game. They both know how to play these now.
So what's that? That's.
Ooh, double 5.
It's 20 pips less than what it was.
Just a little shameless push for any French speakers. So Sebastian Crick has just released last year an excellent book on holding games. So
Who what?
Sebastian Crick, he's a very strong French player from
I don't know that one. I know Jacob Rice Stick who wrote one as well, didn't he?
He did one on cube action. This one is purely checker play.
On how to hold games.
How to hold games and how to remove them from being held, I imagine.
how to making sure your knees are kind of strong.
Lift with your legs.
Lift with your legs. Go through all sorts of games.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Especially back games.
I think any modern book on backgammon should have a chapter entitled "It's all 50-50." They roll it or they don't.
Yeah.
All right. Doesn't matter if you leave a 17-1 shot, they roll it or they don't.
Yeah, I think we need to see more books on how to be lucky.
Yeah. It's all in the wrist by Dan Rivera.
Yeah, that is actually the name of my debut album. Okay, 2-1. Just.
Sure. Just stack them high, pile them high.
Going for the old Trice's Tower.
Trice's Tower, yes.
Trice's Tower. I think Michy knows he's a master of end games. Does anyone know more about end games than Michy?
I'm going to say no, and if they do, they're not sharing it.
Yeah.
I'd probably go to the 4 rather than put another one on the 5.
That's what we need, though. We need a really good. I mean, Dirk's done a really good book on hitting. Merck's done a really good book on the end game, and that's exactly what we need. We need a book on every aspect of the game, right?
Yeah, for sure. How to survive trashy ace point games.
Yeah, I mean that's a book.
I don't know, if I was going to do one, one thing that I think would be useful would be a book on containment games. Those are hard and frequently make lots of errors that you don't understand.
Yeah.
Double 5, this is going to
Double 5.
seal the deal, I think, unless we can get something similar or better. Which
Okay.
this is not better, but it is similar.
Okay. Looks like we are going to be moving to a 7-point match.
Indeed. We saw that last one, it kind of went up in stages, 11-point match, 9-point match, 7-point match. It didn't go to a 5, there was a bit of tomfoolery. But yeah.
Okay,
So there are still winning chances, he's probably got like a couple of percent.
Yeah, this is when the cube action gets certainly more interesting because you do get some swingy take points.
Yeah. I'm not sure we're going to get anywhere close to a recube here. I think we'd have to see some boxes. 6-5. Michy is rolling like a champion. He's not captain of the Japanese team for nothing.
Captain Kageyama, what a name. That sounds almost mythical.
Yes, and Super Michy. So,
For Michy power.
indeed.
He's hungry for it.
There's blood in the water. And
3-2. Okay, still black is, one good double here. Could change things. 4-3, okay.
Yeah, but that good double probably should
Perhaps
be a 6.
2 doubles.
It takes 2 off, but it's not enough.
That's not enough, is it?
Not enough, so it is 4, ladies and gentlemen.
7 away. Wow. Well then, so here we might see some.
I've just received a text from Bill Riles in the USA, just confirming that both the new tournament in New Orleans, planned for the end of this year, is proceeding, and it is not replacing the San Antonio tournament, which has been a well-regarded tournament for many years. So you're hearing it from the horse's mouth once removed. New Orleans and San Antonio tournaments will be going ahead full steam. Our players are on a break and we can chat amongst ourselves.
Players want a break, and yeah, so let's get back to the full screen commentary view. So, because I don't think we've had quite enough of Malcolm Hudson and Dan Rivera.
So, Malcolm, how has it been going so far in the tournament?
Well, I'm here on holiday, so we don't. I'm it for Team Australia.
Yeah.
Arda would not let me play 5 boards simultaneously, even though I said I could and I would. But so I'm having a break. I'm having a great time. The atmosphere of the teams event is completely different to any other tournaments. I think there's a lot of team support for the larger teams. The room is buzzing. Greece is fantastic, but I'm looking forward to playing in the tournament, starting to play in 2 days' time, and I'm sure Dan is also looking forward to rolling the bones.
Absolutely.
Rolling the bones.
I'm going to enter as much as I can. Playing for the UK team, which is fantastic, and they are currently playing at the moment against Romania, which we need to win. And yeah, the individual, the doubles, maybe the jackpot.
Speed. Are you in seniors yet or not quite there?
No, not
Not
there.
quite
I'm in the juniors.
The juniors.
Yeah, it's 20 years and under.
Yeah. Would you agree with me that the atmosphere is different in the playing room for teams? There's a lot of support. For players, and it's interesting.
There's good camaraderie. I mean, there's a lot of pressure because obviously you want to try and win for your country, but.
Well, yesterday, for example, in Japan and the UK team, 2-2, and the UK lost the last match, but lost it on time. So, which is very unusual for experienced players. We don't name any players because it's a team event. And most players have lost on time at some stage, probably not Dan. I've managed to lose on time in doubles.
It does happen. It does happen. Yes, of course. And
so that was a cliffhanger game, highly complicated game, and miss a beat and it went out on time. So.
I mean, the atmosphere is electric, but it's highly pressured. You want to win, of course. You want to win for yourself, for your country, for your team. And you want to get the decisions right. Matches being recorded and transcribed, so you want to play well. Even though it's not a PR tournament, of course you want to play your best game. But yeah, the playing room is absolutely packed. we've also got a packed room of women's teams as well, which is really shot up this year. It's really good to see for the game. So the whole hotel is just full of backgammon players.
It is.
It's very cultish.
And they're in party mode. I told this on the stream yesterday, Dan, but on the first couple of days, I was looking at how the different teams prepared.
Yeah.
The Japanese teams are very disciplined. They play matches amongst themselves, and they review those matches carefully, all about improving.
Yeah.
There was an unknown Central European team also training out by the pool under a haze of cigarette smoke with whiskey and beer flowing
That's
and wine.
That's usually the English method. We go to a pub
and the American training was to stay up all night playing chouette after their team.
Sure.
So 3 teams, 3 different approaches to planning. I asked Dirk how the Germans planned, and he said they're expected to be informed when they get here. So match ready.
Captain Dirk.
Do you want to top up, Dan?
I would love some of that vodka you've concealed in the water bottle. Thank you very much.
Just here at WBGF, we consider alcoholism very important. No, hydration.
Hydration is very important.
Proudly sponsored by water. H2O.
Thank you, James. So, James, how's it been going since I saw you last in, was it Brighton?
Brighton, yes, it was quite a while ago. It's been going pretty well. I went to the Cyprus Open tournament as a player last month, which was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Lots of very strong players, not quite as many. There was a snowstorm at the Istanbul airport, so we're missing about 60 Turkish players.
Was it an actual snowstorm or someone with a snow machine trying to prevent
that would be hilarious. Apparently it was bizarrely a natural snowstorm. But that was good. It was good to go there. Play against a lot of players you wouldn't necessarily meet, especially Iranian players who can't travel as easily.
They can't, and the Iranians have a lot of very strong players.
Yeah.
Very strong players. And,
Iran are amazing, yeah. They
I think they have like 10 or 15 grandmasters in the country. So, like compared with France, with a relatively similar population, who has 3.
There is a lot of GMs in Iran. When I see the BMAP results, it's very, very impressive.
I was talking to a GM there, and he runs an academy, which is it's nice. Like I don't know if this exists in the UK or in Australia, like backgammon academies. I know they're probably not full time, but still.
We are setting up some things, a boot camp, a backgammon boot camp.
An experimental backgammon gulag.
A little backgammon boot camp, yeah, later in the year to get more intermediate players into the game. Okay.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
We're back.
We are back with John K. Royset and Michy Hito Kageyama.
Okay, 7-point match.
7-point match.
We know how to play these.
6-2. That just.
I think that normally runs.
You run it past the stacked 8, yeah?
Yeah, because you can hit with aces without any problem now. And you can hit with double 6s as well.
And double 6 you hit twice, right?
You hit twice. I might run around. I don't love just leaving those stacks there. You get a lot more flexibility, and you haven't set the cube yet, so the blitzing play has a little bit less value maybe. Although Michy probably knows better.
I kind of quite like it because of stacked 8. It's and then
A stacked 8 is a happy 8.
see, any entry with 1 checker I would have queued, but I think this is now too early.
Yeah. Well, his priming game plan is sunk already, so you've got to blitz race or nothing.
I mean, you
at
have
the speed that Michy played at, it was to him.
Yeah, he's studied it.
He knows what he's going to do there.
Yeah, and
Whereas, it'll take more time than an opening 3-1.
double 5 is an absolute killer. Makes a 3, and then
what?
2 down,
Yeah.
and again the game's going to be over very soon.
So this is a fairly strong blitz position. 6-4. He does come in, and I think you've got to come out and just try not to leave quite so
I
many.
think I would cube it.
I'm not sure.
Oh, no?
Well, I think the take is probably clear.
Well, let's have a look at these market losers. I mean, I always think in these positions, if not now, when?
I think
now
I would
looks
cube
the
it.
day.
I think it's volatile. 4s and 6s followed by a dance. You also can pick up that checker on the 12
3
as well,
checkers at
and
risk.
11.
There's still so much play in this, and he's completely disconnected his back checker. So I think it's got to be a take.
It's got to be a take. But
The 13 in the zone is, I'm going to say, a powerful blitz. But he doesn't have that much flexibility to attack. He's only got 4s and 6s. He'll be making points with like certain combinations.
There are some crushing rolls over here.
Yeah, double 4 is going to be the best. So even hitting in the outfield is very strong.
Yeah.
The take, I think, is a comfortable take.
I like the cube, aggressive. 5-2 is
possibly his worst.
absolutely terrible.
You're probably building on the 3 just to get some kind of...
Do you make the anchor?
You're going to have to break it immediately.
Yeah.
So I like this.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, come on, do your worst.
Michy might even look at coming out all the way and eschewing the extra build.
Wow.
He does have a racing lead. But he wants to maintain some contact, I think.
Okay, 4-2 makes and steps up.
Yeah.
Makes you lay the 11.
Probably better than... Is it better than making the 9? Yeah.
I think I made the 11.
Yeah, you just want to minimize blocks.
I'd make the... I'm a Dan. I'd make the 11 and
come up. And then you've got some 4 duplication there.
You can reduce the utility of that Billy Builder.
So what's the advantage here of playing 13 to 11, if any? So we're not coming
getting a little
up.
bit more flexibility at the back.
So if he hits us back, he's going deep.
You can just get out with 5s and 6s as well if you come up. It just gives you a bit more of an overview of the outfield as well. It feels a little bit like why do you want to be on a 23 point?
Yeah, we're getting hit with more here. So
if you're going to hit me loose,
5-3, you got to play from the back, I think.
Duplicate 3s and 1s. Oh no, that doesn't duplicate 3. No, that gives 3s, 1s, 4s and 2s, whatever the case.
Duplicates 4 is a little... No, it just does nothing. So 5 and 3 returns the favor. I think you run. Oh no, you're so far behind the race, you got to hit for sure. And the 5 comes out, I think, just to minimize reduction. You're getting hit with 5 and 6s, so...
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? You're going to bring in and slot the 5?
Yeah, he's got to come out there. That's all right. He's got a number of misses here. John's game plan here is tiptoe through the tulips, and it seems to be going reasonably well.
And then something he stepped on the tulip.
4-1.
Or the tulip has stepped on him. And 6-3 is a terrible fan because now he's getting hit with all 6s and there's 13 checkers ready to do some damage here.
Does it make the 5 or the 4?
Ooh, probably the 4 just to unstack.
Yeah, you can see more rolls to make a 5-point board, I think, in the next roll.
I guess you keep the 2-6, don't you, as well? 2-6 suddenly becomes awful. Here, 2-6 plays a lot better.
You don't care about purity here.
Yeah, I think the swing on 2-6 is huge, actually. So I think that may be on the play. Okay, right.
5-1, happy to enter. And the 1,
Yeah, well, that is actually a very
now
nice.
there's some bad 6s, 2, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, double 6, 1, 6.
So Michy here, there were no super jokers rolled in any one way, but Michy's saying, what's happening?
Yeah, I like this hit. I like this hitting play here.
Yeah.
Look at that, the double phantom hit.
The phantom hit. Oh.
The double, that's when, yeah. It's like you pick up 2 blots, but there's only 1 blot.
You have a phantom point, you have a phantom hit.
Yeah, that is something from Marty Storer, actually.
And this double 4 is a bit of a dog.
Wow, that is horrendous. The swings in this game are sick, aren't they? You know, you get missed on a double slot and then you roll a turkey.
And here...
However, turkey's quite nice.
We had duck on last night in the dining room, so that was also
You
nice.
know, let's not be dismissive of turkeys.
Yes, you can't. There's no point staying there.
No, don't leave the nice pick and pass number.
All the action here is on Michy trying to escape from the 21 point. So you need to be in position for that. You don't want him picking and passing and dancing and
spinning. And you give White good 2s as well, that he can't play on the other side of the board.
I think as soon as John makes a point, I think he has a requeue. Unless Michy can do something creative with the back checkers. He's got to come out. He's got to do something.
Yeah, you've got to.
You got to make it happen.
You can't recube this yet though, can you?
No, not now it's split.
Not with the race game. Maybe if you had the stronger
We
board.
would have cubed this in the Chouette last night at 2 in the morning, but that's probably not a good call.
Yeah, there's slightly skewed Cubanomics in these late night shows. So.
Classic Cubanomics.
There you go, he's playing to win.
Yeah. Play to win, then play to lose.
6-2 is pointing on head, I think.
Yeah, make the 4. Looks clear, and then
There's the funky double shot.
no,
Which is a
the
little-
4 point looks pretty clear, right?
Yeah, 4 point is a good point.
And then start warming up the recube.
1s, 2s, 3s, and 5s.
You put the cube on a slow simmer. And
Bring it up to temperature.
This can't, we can't be far off now.
But he's pretty happy to roll on here. 5-2 is not doing great.
You're hitting on the ace, aren't you? Now?
Are you?
You're hitting on that
No,
ace.
because your game plan is
One's are
priming
game
plan.
duplicated. Look at that.
Yeah, but I know which one he's going to take if he rolls a 1.
Yeah, but what else are you going to do? Do you really want him to safety those checkers?
I think you slot this point. I think you slot the 9. Because you're going for the prime. If he escapes, then you're screwed anyway. You got to make something happen. Your game plan is
8s
the
and
prime.
9s. How many shots is that? 8s and 9s, yeah. 6-2, 6-3, 4-5.
Yeah, double 2, double 4. Fine, no
I
problem.
would consider hitting. I think because the broken board.
Yeah, but he's got a better board than you though. That's the problem, and you need to prime. You're so far behind in the race. You have to prime. 5-1.
Also, he's a little bit conscious of being hit and being gammoned, and that went through.
Yeah.
That was probably one of his considerations.
Yeah, and now he's got so many beautiful shots to make the 7 and the 5. So
Well, how do you play 5-1?
5-1. Yeah, I think so. Just to stop him making the 5 point.
Well, there's a quintuplet shot.
Yeah, I think he's
Come
favourite
out,
to
you
hit.
know, the Rob De Niro play, come out and face the
I
music.
mean, Black could roll a double 5 and miss. I have seen it happen.
They exist. 30 double 1 is I'm going to say a good roll.
Make the 5.
Double
Okay.
5.
And
Probably
then-
make this.
Wow.
And then if you don't get hit, you just gently pick up the cube, flip it over, and send it on its way.
I mean, how far are you off at 2 good though? No, you're not too.
You're not winning many gammons at all here.
Unless you.
He is playing this for
Even
VMAP,
even Dan's horror double 5 sort of plays now.
Yeah, because you can make a prime, hit off a front, pick up. Is it worth a play or not? Probably not.
It's unclear. It's unclear. But I just don't think he's winning enough gammons. And like, for example, if he for some reason doesn't manage to make that cleanly, or he manages to if he has to make it with a 2, he jumps out.
Just looks like a simple double pass.
So Dan, without knowing anything about John there, John knows about Michy, I'm sure. We'll just take these points.
Yeah.
Take
Well, I
the
think
points and move on.
the pass is. But this is the kind of nightmare scenario where you have to make it with the 2, and then he rolls the 2-6, and then you kind of ruin the day. Right, 3-5 is not quite there. Now it's too good for sure, because you're making the 6 prime, you're rolling it forward, you're trying to do a bit of fishing. And these ones are ideal for your B-man because you just recirculate, you get so many easy decisions, and you keep playing on for 2 goods, you get double decisions.
Yeah.
So that might be a consideration. Exactly, it's so many decisions here, whittled on that
And
bit.
then of course, White can roll 3s and 4s here. Gonna have another checker, shake and loose.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh come on! Why didn't you send it before?
Okay.
He's a little bit hesitant, a little bit reticent. I'm not a huge fan. I think John K. Royset should be a little better, and I think people should stop banging on the table where the camera is mounted. When the camera is mounted, it distresses me and gives people.
I think that might be Michy's knees. Might be shaking.
No, because it's not attached. You can see it's not attached to this table. It's attached to the next table. So
here we are down at 5 away and 7 away.
Yeah.
And the 5 away score is a bit problematic.
yeah, Michy calls him a stupid score. This is what he'll be saying to John Royset, I think. 3-1, classic, 5 point. Don't fall into the trap of hitting on the 7. 6-3.
Very nice. Very nice. You love a bar point once he's made the 5.
Bar point is a beautiful point. Splitting is nice. You got a better board. You need an anchor. 2-1 has to hit. No, doesn't have to hit. Oh no, he's got his anchor.
Yeah, he's got a spare.
He's got his anchor.
He's got an anchor. He's got
A weaker board.
all these checkers lined up now.
This 5-2 is a little bit of a dog. I think we're just wrong.
Or 8 and 4.
I don't know, because that's just like a prime target. Any combination of even numbers is going to point ahead, and you'd be quite unhappy. 3-3, for example.
So it's just going to make a 4. Yeah, looks pretty clear.
Is he thinking of clearing the bar because he can and taking the 3? That looks a little bit squeezy.
Like that.
Got some merits.
But no, making the 4 point on his head is just so nice. It's so nice.
Also converting it to a race game.
Yeah.
But, still going to not be easy to.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of unpleasant numbers. So just make a 4, so it gives you a little bit of breathing room.
Equalises in a board. You've got the bar points.
It's only double 5 as well, so.
You're starting to sound like James.
It's good. I've outsourced my general negativity. It's fun. Probably run.
Well, we saw Michy come out for a quintuplet shot.
Yeah.
So that was the time.
And in a shocking turn of events was hit. This I don't like. You don't love just hanging back there. He's split. You do need to split. Nice triple shot, but he's not building in his board if he hits, unless he gets double 1, double 3. What would we like staying back in the 24 or being bold, positive, and forward thinking and moving out?
Michy's calculating his cube chances here.
Oh, he confirmed it. Oh, no. His cube chances are probably pretty good. But I think he might need to improve his structure a little bit more. This 6-5 is...
Not what he wanted.
No, so he rolls this, he's happy he didn't give.
You still with us here, Dan?
Yeah, I'm just going to...
Haven't nodded off?
I was just considering whether to slot the 3 actually, yeah.
Okay. If Michy does it, it's probably not an enormous blunder. Okay, John is in the construction business. 5-2. Alright, you're probably making that 3 now. And super stacking your 6?
No, unstack, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be better. Alright, we've got 6-1, 3-4. 3-2. You can't split. 3-1. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to be closing in on a cube now. Oh, maybe not. 5-6.
Do you run?
Yeah, I
guess
think
you
so.
have to go.
I think, well, even if you didn't want to run, there's no viable alternative to it.
Well, you'd make the 2 and slot the ace.
Yeah.
But then what are you going to do next time you get a 6?
So head for the hills. Lands nicely on the midpoint there.
Yeah.
And puts a bit of pressure on Michy on his 18 point.
It's a natural play, and I think it's correct as well. Most of the time, natural play is not a terrible option. This cube decision is much harder now. With only 1 checker back, it's Mark Olsen calls it slippery like an eel. Nice vivid imagery. Yeah, he sends it because he does have some crushing market losers. And he does have the anchor, so even if he doesn't hit, he's doing well.
John snapped that cue before Michy's even picked up the dice to roll it.
6-5. And one of his worst. He's forced to hit.
You have to hit where this is.
This could be a swing.
Another potential.
Ace-6 is duplicated. Ace-4 is not, so Ace-4 is a pretty good entering number. The re-cube is findable, but tough. The double
Oh
three
my
saved. Wow. Okay.
What an enormous roll. That would have been a too good, I imagine, on the dance.
Yeah. This is a bit of a swing.
Do you come off the 18 or no? Just don't leave.
Only
No,
other
don't leave
person,
two. Just leave 2-5.
the only other person I've seen roll like that is Dan Revere.
Yeah. So yeah, the Revere special. Okay, 1-6 fails to come in.
What a roll.
2-3. I like bringing in the guy from the 10 just so you have a bit more attacking potential. Although XG frequently likes coming off the anchors in these positions while he's on the bar. I think you need to get rid of the law on the 22 before you can think about moving the anchor. 5-5, no joy.
You can just expect him to run from the back or come off the anchor if he can.
1-5 is, yeah, opening up some jokers. We're looking at 2-1, 2-2, 2-6, 2-5, excellent, 2-6. Almost every 2 is very good. Oh, slotting play. Now every 2 is very good. Yeah. I don't know. I think you probably have to pray anchor.
So it's the best. He doesn't like it, but the opponent's on the roof, so not a bad time to.
Yeah. You'd have to hold your
jet
breath.
lag.
Yeah, if
A
you
bit of
could-
jet lag?
I'm just gonna.
Got a heavy lunge. Double 4 is a pretty nice roll.
You think he's leaving us?
I'm gonna go and see what the UK team's doing actually in a second. So,
Yeah.
checking on them.
Give us
If you
some
come
feedback
back,
and
with,
we'll-
you come back with some news. We enjoy the updates. 2-5, you're happy. I think you come in, you come out.
Yeah, he's going to leave him 2s and what's that, 7s?
2s and 7s rather than 3s and 4s that hit in the board. All right, Dan, thank you for your contribution.
Thank you, Dan.
That was slightly tired Dan Rivera, so it's good to have him on with us. Okay, so what do we got? 2-1. Ooh. Do you hit here? Maximize your Gs.
I think so. I mean, she's going, look, if I don't hit, what am I going to do? You're not going to just play 6-3. You're not going to leave him the 7s. You're not going to leave him anything else to come out and become an underdog to hit him.
No, this is the sensible option, but you're really unhappy when he rolls a 4 or 5 and just has complete control. A 5 or 6, well, 5 essentially.
5 especially.
And just maintains control of the outfield. But you're also really unhappy if he rolls a 2 and hits you. I think you should probably maximise your gammons at a trailing score.
But you think also here, I mean, what is he? His 6s, how are they going to play? 6-6 would be lovely.
Oh, yeah.
6-5. Which is
this
blood in the water. You can
this is
see
good.
my last chance to get a gammon.
Starting to chum up, and he's punished to 2-1, slotting the 7 for lack of anything else.
Essentially, you say punish. What about unrewarded?
Is that not the same? No, not quite. Alright, a little bit of I think we're not quite in recoup territory.
I mean, John's going to look at this.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
4-2, you're just making the power point, right?
Is that a 5-point prime?
Yeah, 5 point. A broken 7 prime. 5-5. This could be an interesting recoup if it's not too good. 6-5. Come out with the 5 maybe, down with the 6.
The toy with coming out with 5 and coming down with a 6.
He'd love that check.
It gives him 1-2 now, and 1-1 and 3-2, but he's got
Well,
some other builders.
1-1 you're not delighted with. Here he might recoup. He's had a tendency to cash in these.
He doesn't want to. He'll be looking over there and thinking, I'm 8-4. He will drop. So what have I got that's no good? I've got all the rolls that don't save the lot on the 18.
Yeah,
point.
all the 7s.
The 7s and things like that. And I've really only got the doubles over here in 5-4. So That'd be
You
Fred,
can catch
I
it,
think,
and it's
yeah.
going to be a pass.
He's going to look and think 8-4 is very good. Michy will take his time.
You will, and it's worth taking your time. Like when you're receiving a recube at a trailing score, like your default should be to take it and look for a reason not to. Because having a 4-cube in your possession, being able to flip it back to 8 is so powerful.
Well, as I say, it's been said that the only way you can give an 8-cube is if you take a 4-cube.
Indeed.
So, but not always.
And the only way you can lose on a 16 cube is to give an 8 cube.
Michy's doing a lot of calculations.
Yeah,
here.
but we saw
A lot more than ours.
Hideaki take a challenging 4-cube last night,
They did.
which he swiftly transformed into a snowman, as Carter said, and came very close to taking the match with it. Unfortunately, he didn't. But unfortunately for him.
There was some commentary after our commentary about it was the role of the tournament, a double two.
Yeah.
Without Hideaki out there.
I think of great beauty.
So what's your call here, James? I'm thinking Michy will draw after due consideration.
If he's taking this long on it, it's not as clear cut as it seems. Because you really want to take a 4-cube. Like when you're trailing, even if you're trailing 2 points, you really want to take that 4-cube. And if you look at I suppose there is quite a big difference between 8-4 and 10-4, obviously, but just the absolute power of turning around and setting an 8-cube makes you really want to think about taking it. I think I would still pass. I think having one block back behind that structure on the 24 point, I just don't quite see a path to victory here.
I'm with you there.
Even if he manages to hit, but even if Black doesn't get past and gets hit, and it's still going to take miracles to roll the 2 and the 6 to bring it home. He's down to 3 minutes.
This is where
8.
Grandmaster excel in this sort of position with the degree of calculation that will do on future rolls, the score adjustments. We're going to be, you and I looking at it and think,
Big pass.
we pass, or we've got a chance for an 8-cube.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think
and work from there.
Yeah, I think when you're kind of below Grandmaster level, you look at it kind of in a more aesthetic way.
But this is a hard win for Michy here. He's 2 points open.
No.
He doesn't have a 5-point prime.
So what are we missing? What are we missing that Michy is seeing? Where is the path to victory? Yeah, there isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't enough of one. I think you're probably looking at the race as well, which is possibly winnable. but-
John's grinding him out here and forcing him to draw.
Okay, seems reasonable. So 8-4, 3 away, 7 away. The score, John is going to be pretty conservative with any Gaminish cubes. The Gamins are devalued somewhat at 3 away. Michy is going to be looking to set the stage for an aggressive early cube if he can. 6-5 is not going to help that much in that endeavor, but it's not a bad roll. 6-5, okay, we are in running territory. 4-3. Or do you step up or do you bring another one down?
Michy's not afraid of mixing it up here. With the one man back, it's all about containment.
Yes, it is.
So,
And this 4-1 is very ugly. You really don't want to stack it up on the A. I think actually the move here is 13-9 6-5. It's frequently quite safe to slot when your opponent has blotted his outfield.
yeah, but it's a 13-8's not going to do anything. Gives Michy free roll everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, well done, John.
yeah, I like this play.
Even if the XG said it's slightly wrong, we like it. So it's probably there.
It's never hit the one you're thinking of. So alright, threes, there's plenty of returns. This is not one of them. Do you come out into the quadruple shot?
Come to the quad roll. You've learned from Master Michy. Michy's son, you come out to a quintuple.
Yeah.
So,
So it's only 35 out of 36 rolls.
John needs to mix it up here because Michy has 3 blocks at this time. He's not going to have 3 blocks after this roll.
Fine. Oh, early aggressive cube. I think is like I like the cube. The take is trivial. No development. It's good. Yeah, 5-2. Probably making the 4 point.
He might just slip around and make the 9.
Oh, actually, yeah.
And then just work on his prime going forward here. So.
Yeah, you're probably right. 4-6. Probably not running. You've got a racing deficit. Just build as much as possible. 4-1 makes the 5 point, I believe.
Yeah.
You're not that worried about indirect shots? With
No,
that,
well,
solid
because
5
we're on
point?
the 5 point slotted.
And there is one of them.
So here we go. Now,
He's not going to shy away from them.
no, he's got
obviously.
4 blots in, which he's not. He's unhappy being hit. Not unhappy with.
He's unhappy with this, however.
Very unhappy. There's no discussion in backgammon about 2-6.
2-6 from the bar. 2-6 from the bar can be good, it can be bad. Yeah. As with anything, it's all about context. Here, what do you do with 6? I think you're gonna lost your racing edge, so. I'll probably pick and pass. I'm not sure.
Well, if he runs all the ways, the 3s are duped.
Good call.
Yes. Sorry, it hits the block.
Yeah.
No duplication.
Yeah.
Send Michy back. Many 6s don't play well.
3-5 does play well, however. Probably hitting twice rather than anchoring. This is very strong. Okay, now he's in a good position. He's got 11 in the zone and 2 on the bar. Double 4 is a strong response. I'm gonna say. But not particularly easy to play. But you could make the 9 and hit loose on the juice. You could bring 2 down to the 9 to make the structure.
Yeah, and this stage, John's thinking.
You can make the juice.
John's thinking he's not interested in going players. He'd love to bank these 2 points. So,
Double 3. What does this do? Not enough. Not enough.
that 3 point semi prime is holding up here.
Semi-prime. Yeah. There's quite a lot of these weird stacky structures from Michy in this match. 6-4, you can make the 3 point on its head, or you can bring 2 down to get a bit more structure.
Well, I'm into the 2 down camp here, so it's all about that man back there on the 22 point.
No, your
it's all
priming,
good,
your
but,
priming game is compromised.
Yeah, but here, putting him on the bar, and another man to attack.
Best way to save to not lose a gammon is to win a gammon. 1-3 is okay. Yeah, let's keep going. I don't see anything better on the other side of the board. Yeah, it seems okay. Don't really want to be primed back there. No, that's unlikely. 3-5. I think you have to hit somewhere. Hit on the 4 and bring 1 down, just minimize your block.
I think that's it, James. So I'm with you there.
It seems a little bit too big hitting on the 5.
And there's no need here. I mean, this is if he makes the 5, so be it. If hits the 4, it's not a disaster. You've already got the cube on that side. So
Yeah.
3.
This is a priming play. So I would not do it. You're not really trying to make these points. But he's going for it. So there's a lot of returns now. A lot more. 6-2 is
This has paid off big time for him.
Yeah.
Well done, John.
4-1 is a beauty of a roll. Okay. What's up next? Do we have 4-2 fans? Suddenly Michy's a little bit uncomfortable. 4-1, okay. I like putting the... Yeah, in case it comes in on the ace, this makes sense. 2, 4. Nope.
Oh, Michy reached for it.
Small numbers are good, big numbers are good. Medium numbers are okay.
He needs to get out while he can.
Yeah,
2 on
just
the
come
roof.
out all the way.
And
You don't need a third one on
Yeah,
the 7. There are some beautiful entry numbers, double 1. Actually, no, double 1 is, double 1 is okay. We'll take it. 3. A semi-fan. 6-3, same again, I think. Unless, I don't think it's worth hitting. You don't care if he comes in and makes it
yeah,
ace
look, he's not going to overplay it to play for a gammon here. He's very happy to go 10-4 Crawford.
Oh, for sure.
So get out while you can, perhaps.
No, I don't like this. This seems a bit too big when you can just run.
It's only a 2-point board, so
It is. This seems like an overplay. Like, you don't care that much if he makes an ace point anchor. He's gonna run out of time. 3-1? No, 3-2. The tension.
that seemed to be spinning on 1 there.
It did.
All right, and
4-3 covers.
John is looking
He is
very good.
losing towards the gammon.
It's a 5-set match, and he's up 5 love in the 5th set.
5-4.
And
Hello, Bernard Mar, who is ready to come and sit. We are coming to what is maybe the end of this match.
maybe that's
John is holding the cube and he's looking very close to a
So
gammon.
Michy cube John here. We don't know a lot about John. So do you know John at all?
Oh, of course, he was world champion, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Royset. The year, I don't know, but his nickname at Heroes says the year, maybe 96? It is quite long ago.
A veteran player.
But they are nice club team also when they play together.
Okay.
It's Andre and Gaia Pedersen.
He's been grinding Michy out here and had a couple of turnarounds. And
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave that.
he's
that
cashed.
double
He's
five.
forced to cash the drops rather than cubing him in.
So, sorry for the viewers. There must be some people who do not know the name and face of Bernhard Mann. President, lifetime president, I think, of the WBGF and WBIF. So, pleasure to have you on the
And when I can shout this in, yeah, we are still current team world champion and we are in the quarterfinal.
Congratulations. He's also captain of the Austrian team, so congratulations.
Made the quarter.
Yeah, I have really an excellent team. We have just 5 players, so we can never change the players, but
What's
all
happening
are
out
really
there with the other
fighting.
teams? Any turnovers?
I just know we were winning against Switzerland 4-1, so we were playing for the first place, but now Switzerland, I think, has in the tie breaks, it's very close if Switzerland, Georgia or Denmark makes the second and third place. So it's an exciting group.
Yes, indeed. Oh, so a little glimmer of hope for Michy here. He's probably not going to go for the hit. That would be a little bit too much. He does not care if he makes the 5. There's still a ton of gammons.
Yes, that's
He's not even going for gammons, as you said. He's very happy to cruise to a 10-4 lead.
But there is hope, yeah, because he has just 12 crossovers against 15 crossovers.
Yeah.
He has little chances to save the gammon, yeah.
Okay, and he missed with one there, but he's nicely even on the 6, so he's unlikely to lose this game. This is a beautiful gammon saving roll. Probably just bring another 2 in.
Or maybe leaving from the 5 point like this, yeah.
Making 1-2 an excellent little pick and pass number will probably be fine.
So Michy's game plan at the moment is not get a gammon.
Yeah, and I think with his board, I think you can afford to rip 2 off. Go a little bit gammon heavy. It can happen. It can happen.
It is 6 numbers which are hitting then, yeah.
And don't forget that John owns the cube.
Yeah.
So if you get to if Michy threatens to come back in the race like double 6 or something, you can just keep it back. Double 1. I just ripped him. No, what? No. Put it back. Yeah, just rip him off.
Yeah.
What are you worried about? Okay, 5 and 3. Put just 1 crossover.
Okay, 1. One bit wastage is okay, yeah.
No, the double 6, double 2s are good ones. 6-2.
Okay, and let's
So
see.
he could have been bold, taken 2 off. But
So just from a commentary point of view here, Bernard, we don't have a favourite here. We want the match to continue.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
but
I always prefer double match point at the end.
Yeah. Oh, and this saves again.
Thank you, Michy.
Alright,
Thank you.
double 4 will do that. So we're 10-4. Crawford. 1 away, 7 away.
7 away.
So Michy is not going to go looking for gammons. He's just going to try and get a win here. But he's got a bit of a mountain to climb.
So, how many percent does he have for the match? Is it like 9%? Is this correct?
Well, my theory is it's 50-50. He either wins or he doesn't.
Yeah,
That's the easy variation.
I think it is 9%. Yeah. So you know, like you can win 1 in 10.
I will be back, but now I have to drink a beer with my teammates.
And rightly so.
Thanks for the good work.
Indeed. Congratulations. Is this the last round for you?
For us, it's the last round. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So. Right. Okay. Double 3 is pretty nice. Hits in the outfield. It's quite easy to miss those outfield hits with the double 3. 3-1 hits. Yeah, probably comes out. This is up in building again. To hit some covers. 3-5. Yeah, you don't love stacking the 3, but it's a little bit loose putting on the 5 and liberating on the check. This double ace is nice. I think I switched 10 to 9 here. Yeah.
For this board, yes.
2-3. An ugly roll. Yeah. I think this is fine. You need to build.
Yeah, so
you can't just stack.
Can you all
2-5. He is hit.
Yes, and just put that around there. That helps you make the bar point.
4-1, double 1 if you like. 2-6.
Additional builder for the 4 point. Things seem to be going Michy's way in this game.
Yeah, we'll see.
But he's been here before.
6-1. Oh, I would be tempted to make the bar point here. He's so strong. He played this very quickly, though. He's got a couple of minutes left. The bar point is such a good asset. He's got a bit of time to make it now. And now he does. Oh, actually. Oh.
Indeed.
He should have made it last time. Alright, those two are easy.
Okay.
And yeah, thank you. And hope you avoid the 4 5.
You do not want to know that.
You'd probably rather he hits with the 5 than anything else. What? Oh no.
I might have been tempted to go forward, but I don't.
Yeah, because you really want to make that 5 prime. You consider he's got enough timing for the back game, which may or may not be the case. For me, I don't feel comfortable just to do this back game. He's going big. He knows it's essentially GMB. Gammons do not matter. Double 4 is fast. Can you make the 4 point effectively? 1, 2. No, he can't.
He gets a good spread on his builders.
I think he's slotting the 4 here is not too bad. We're just going to maximize your timing. Black is actually doing better than I expected. The double 4 did a lot. Yeah, now he's slotting. And the 3, yeah. Yeah, there's no point in making the ace point. Double 4 is way too fast.
This looks fantastic momentarily.
Yeah. Let's take a photo. 3-4. Yeah, now getting hit is a problem. Now getting hit could be it. Actually, maybe not, because it's still so hard to get out.
Michy probably just wants to let him play here.
Yeah, this one releases a lot of the pressure, which is I'm not entirely sure. That's, yeah, fine. 5 is a lifesaver. 1, 3, we're gonna hit. Now he's plotted his board. 5, 3. Another lovely and lovely 5.
I think it's arguably the best roll, is it?
Yeah. And double 4 is a little. Oh, yeah, double 4 is fine. It's fine. Yeah, 1, 5, okay. You might do that because the shot might be coming sooner than you think. 3, 4. Not a great roll.
Kiss of death call.
Yeah, 4s and 5s.
On the edge of the seats, people.
Against
Dan
Sandy,
is rejoining us.
He's got the choice.
We've got a thrilling game here. Dan.
To pick up his jacket and leave. And that's not even his jacket.
Michy has come in.
Yeah, he's come in, he's been okay.
He's not unhappy there, so he's
4,
now.
6. Probably because I like making the 12 point, you block double 5s. Yeah, you get more coverage. Probably fine. Pays off to the smaller ones. One, 2. I still probably make the 12 point just to get off the double 5s. Yeah. 4, 5 is as good as it gets. So alright, 1 hit, double 6 hit as well for completeness. Yeah, no, I don't think you want to come out yet.
I don't think you should be concerned about 2-3 here, and this is all about containment. So
Yeah.
I don't hate that move. We had a lot of calls.
4-2. Well, you don't need to let him get the funky banana split plays or anything. 2-6, he's happy to have made that 8 points. So 6s, 9s. This is probably just going to go to the 6.
5-4, 5-5.
All 3s.
5-6. A few little switches there.
3-1 is the pick and pass.
Michy's hanging in there. It's a very awkward position.
Dan is taunting us.
Your fans want you back, Dan.
Indeed.
Michy's away.
Okay, and this is looking pretty good for Michy, unless he can roll. Not that. Other side of the dice. Double 1. Oh, picks them all up. If he wants to.
Michy's watching his time. He's done.
But backgammons do count actually at this score. 1. Yeah, it's better than taking 1 off.
What's he got there? 1 minute 30 left on the clock.
Alright, he comes in with 1. 6-4 is bad. Double 1 is going to be doing some shifting, so switching rather, and taking checkers off. I'm moving along 1 to get off the bad big doubles. This seems fine. You're not like cared about gammons, and you're getting a lot of them anyway. Finds the 3 hole. 2-2. Another switching number, another 1 off. Oh, actually, yeah.
He's going to leave shots on 3 rolls.
Played it very quickly. So he's just trying to preserve a bit of his time back. Alright, it's coming to a crucial moment.
3 on the roof now. He's very happy with this.
Yeah. Double 5. Alright, he's not getting any hits.
Not
And
getting
he's
a
probably not
backgammon.
saving the gammon either. Luckily for him, gammon doesn't really count for anything. 6, 2-4. 2-1. Yeah. I don't think these matter that much. This is pretty academic. Either he saves the gammon or he doesn't, but it makes very little difference. We're going to be going to either 6 away or 5 away post longer. Either way, Michy's going to be gammon go. John is going to be gammon save. We'll see how it works. 6-1. Seems very unlikely. Double 5 will be better from John. 6-4 is gammon. 10-6 post Crawford. Okay. Oh, 10-5, sorry, you saved the gammon with the 4-6. Okay. So 6 away, gammon go, right?
Let's see Michy playing too conservatively here.
Oh, no.
Instruction on how to create a gammon out of nowhere if that opportunity arrives.
Already in the back foot. Oh yeah, he did win a gammon, so I got confused again. John is making sure he has a free take available to him. You gonna take this? 6-2 hits. 6-5. Six, 2.
We spoke about this roll earlier.
6-2 from the bar. Yeah. This has mixed reviews.
Good play here. I
Four,
think
yeah.
just make the 5 points, see what happens later. So
Yeah,
he didn't have a viable alternative.
3 making the 5. The grey equalizer. Hitting and then thinking. Gammon save scores. I'd be tempted to make the anchor.
Now he's suddenly seen that he's got the
hit as well.
Yep.
The double hit is a nice one.
He's got plenty of time here.
No, he doesn't. He has less than 4 seconds.
Plenty of time.
That's a terrifying amount of time to have. This is the exact amount of time you don't want to roll big doubles. Like a double 5, for example. Why? Yeah.
2-3. 4. Hit.
The sweat. You're looking at him, he's kind of white-faced, trembling. You've seen he could have done something better, he had no choice.
Come on, John, we don't want anybody losing on time.
Yeah, you could have hit on the 5. 5-3 is making the anchor coming down.
Michy doesn't mind if this game gets complicated at all.
Oh, indeed. Anchor into the 5. Very happy with that. It simplifies things a lot. You could have hit. No, you couldn't. Alright. He rolls a double 5 and panicked. 6-4, just come out and make that. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't have time to think. This is the real problem with getting into time trouble. You can't think. You reduce your capacity to play backgammon. Essentially, handing the advantage to your.
We're not happy there after hitting and dancing. Michy hasn't improved to any great extent.
Yeah. He's hot favourite for me. 4 and 5 bounce.
That's a handy roll.
Double 1 is another handy roll. And probably, this seems okay. Okay, it seems like the only thing you can do. 1-6 is a horror. You're getting exposed to a lot of gammon.
But he's going to keep that anchor.
4-2.
2.
Another hit.
Another hit.
Okay.
So exactly the sort of game Michy wants to see him in.
Well, with no check within the outfield, a lot of his moves are up 4. So at least there's that for him. Michy's on to a minute and a half, but John is down to 3.6 seconds. You can't really see the decimal point on the screen. This double 5 is not ideal. Moves pretty quickly, doesn't do a lot. Yeah, this is fine. You don't really want to be hit. 3-6 in, and you have to break that anchor. That's a terrible
disaster roll.
Now he's going to
Disaster
pummel
roll.
him with double 5s. And make the point. No, you don't know. I would make the 2.
No,
You just bring one down, slot the 8.
and
or
around the
down
corner.
there. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. 2s and 3s to hit, 2s and 3s to come on.
Okay, 2 and 4 comes down. Not much
So we can probably tell what Michy's game plan will be here. We'll just pound away.
Pound.
Pound, back out.
He's liking a 2. He's not loving that 1-4, but you know he'll take it. He's gonna hit on the. Yeah, he's certainly gonna hit.
All the way.
Yeah, and now a 2 is valuable. 2-1, double 1, 5-6, not so much. And now gammon threats are very real here. Now we have the 6 prime. What do you do here? Do you like to bring in a check or you bring it down to the 12?
I probably doesn't want to stack the 6 at this stage. A little bit more flexibility here. And, 6 is handy.
He probably wants to hold the 7 point and force John to crouch.
John's got some.
He's happy to see 6s. Happy to see 6s. Michy also happy to see 6s. Slows him down a lot.
Okay, I think Michy has no bad rolls next time. Would that be right?
4, 5. Yeah. Like, do you stay a bit pure or do you dump to the ace and keep your board? You're not getting a shot anytime soon. 1, 2. Just maintain.
Right. Michy's unconcerned.
1, 3. Okay.
You could remake a 5-point board here.
It's about as good as it gets, and then you can just pray for double 6s all the time.
Anything like that. Whoop. Good roll. Good roll.
A 1-3. He maintains the 5-point board, so it's okay. His 5s and 6s are dead now. Well, just 5s now. Any 6 is a bit of a relief for him. There he goes.
He's loving a 6 there.
He's loving it, yeah. 1-3. Yeah, it's probably fine. He's going for damage, so aggressive. Another one out. Very happy. Yeah. I think there's a lot fewer gammons now. I mean, Michy's going to have to be relatively conservative taking off because John has managed to retain a 5-point board.
Michy won't like the valley that he's got there on the 3-point, of course.
This double 5 goes a bit too quickly. Is he coming out?
3-4.
Okay, sure. The pointing numbers do some damage. This is not one of them. I don't know if he can hit here.
Michy wants to win, of course.
He does. 3-2.
It's handy.
Yeah. Just reducing those gammon chances. 1-3 is a pointed number, and they both have 5-point boards, different
So
things.
just interestingly, Michy knows what he's going to do before the rolls. He doesn't want to waste any time.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Okay.
5.
It's easy.
Oh, you do not love those spinny dice when you have less than 4 seconds on the clock. Double 6. Oh, some free gammons are on the table. 5-4 brings him in. He's 2 doubles away from making it level. It's not going to quite do. Though John wants to roll big to make sure. 4-3 is not too bad. 4-2. Any double is huge. 6-3. John wants a 6 to make sure. Doesn't get it. Any double 3 or better?
3, 4, 5s and 6s.
And not quite. Oh, 2-1.
2-1.
No.
4 to 2 first.
Of course. He is a true showman. Oh, yeah. still plus Crawford. It's 1 away, 3 away. Michy obviously gammon go. This time gammon means the match. John very much gammon safe. So, have you sensed a little bit of a change in momentum in this match?
Well, what I've seen is Michy managed to win a game or two. He was favourite, which wasn't happening.
Very much going against the track.
I thought it balanced out a little bit here, and here we are, as you say, at 1 away and 3 away.
How do you think the clock is going to play a role in this? Tony.
6-3. John's just gone for a run.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's got very noisy in the corridor. Right, 6-4 comes in and comes
Tony,
please. Okay, cube comes and you got to take it. It's a free take, even though there are some gammons here. 1 and a 5, he can hit. He can hit in the board, but I think this has got to be better.
Yeah, that's a big 23 pip loss there.
Double 1 is a nice entering. In fact, it's a beauty of an entering number. Yeah, I might have split the 24. Double 3, he finds the fan.
I wouldn't have slipped, I may have pushed up with that last one.
Yeah, and okay, he is playing at lightning speed. He has 3 1/4 seconds to play 1 or possibly 2 more games. Alright, making this, he could hit. I don't think you need to just bring it down. You just want to bring this home safely and preferably quickly. Double 4. Double 4.
Well, that's the last thing you wanted for not only just the game, but for the timing of the game. So.
Oh, exactly. And now there are serious questions to be asked about the timing of that ace point back there. And this 5, this 2-3 is not looking good. I think you probably just come to the 6. Oh no, sorry.
I like this play.
Oh,
drag him off his anchor if he comes out.
4-2. Yeah, and he's hit. And now the gammons are a very serious start.
John made the decision to do it while Michy's only got a 5-point board, so he gets one of his better rolls, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, John rolls like a champion again. Those are 2 checkers on the bar, ladies and gentlemen. 2 checkers on the bar. 4-3 fans. This could be costly. Can you move those back checkers a little bit? But he'd rather make a 5-point. Could have shifted, put a 3rd one up.
Thank you, Michy.
A true professional. 3-4 is a fan. 4-5 splits, and you bring a builder to the 6. I think you don't have time to finesse it here.
So John is now sub 3 seconds.
Oh yeah. You would hate to lose on timing, and your opponents, your teammates would hate you more. Yeah, this is probably better than hitting lose. Michy continues to fan. Michy's staying on a steady minute 20. Double 6.
That hurts.
It's there, points on head.
That
3 on the bar.
Making the 2 point from the 20 point is always tough. A tough gig.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
I say now who's in gammon danger now? It's got to be Michy. 6-5. Just run from the back. Don't think about it. Just get out of there.
No, John doesn't need anything spectacular. He just needs to win.
He just needs to win and win in the time. 3. Chooses to hit. Sure, why not?
Well,
better to do that than think about it for too long.
well, maybe the 2 out and 3 down because the 4 there increases. The 4th man in the bar increases his chances of winning.
Yeah.
It increases backgammon exponentially, but you want it to re-enter and get out of your hair. But they don't have a lot of time.
This is true. But yeah, I think for John, he's very much in like autopilot mode.
Yeah, no, that's where he should be. He's just got to see and play. Don't lose on time, John.
You do not love doubles. Just honestly, it doesn't matter what you do. Just don't lose on time. It sucks for BMAP when you're this low on time as well, because you make a lot of inaccuracies. Just because you do not have the time.
I'll play. Just keep the prime.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he could have maintained it. It's alright, but
4 on the roof. He's got 4 on the
Yeah.
roof. So.
Level 2 doesn't cover. Michy is not happy. Okay, he's covered. He's it's fine. 2, 3. Sure. Yeah, this is a nice play. 3, 5. Just you put him in. You go to the 5 and the 6.
Yeah, he hasn't got time to think about whether he should clear the 6 or not at this stage, so putting him is not bad.
No, you're overwhelming favour anyway.
2,
I clear from the back.
3, 4.
Yeah. And
But yeah, now there's that slight, the big doubles and all sorts
big
of
double,
nasty
but still
stuff.
4 on the roof. 4 on the roof is too many normally.
Nice play there.
Yeah, now he's not leaving anything. Michy very happy to stay on the roof until the shot reveals itself. 6, 2, yeah. Keep it even. 2, 5, 1 in. Michy is probably favoured to save the backgammon here. 5, 3. Another 5, 3. He really does not want to come in with all of them. He needs that miracle shot. 5, 4. We're still even. I think, yeah, it's gone down to.
We'll see the gloved hand
nothing.
coming out in a moment. Well done, players. Well done, John. There.
Well done, John. Took it down to the wire there.
So I had that feeling that his plan was to cash those points against Michy, and that's what he did to get his lead.
Oh, for sure. It paid off in the end, but he suffered a bit there. He's going to be sweating. He's probably going to take a shower now and release up in the air. Norwegian, maybe sitting in a hot room somewhere.
Thank you, ball boys. Thank you, Lance.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
We're out of here until next time.
Indeed. I think we'll have another. I think there's another match after dinner, but I'll check with the team.
I'm not your beck and call subject to the shirt. Yes, of course. That's it. Thank you.
The short, this time the short will not be screened.
Make your workspace.
Thank you very much. All right, I will bid my farewell until the next time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and see you guys soon.